Mr. Nadim for Manchester 31 Professional Boxing Promotions, with his main sponsor, JPS Projects, proudly presents 6 rounds of boxing in the super bantamweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Stephen Pucci, and our referee in charge, scoring the action, is Andy Brooke. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our officials. It is now time to introduce our boxers. Introducing first and boxing out of the blue corner. He's wearing the green shorts trimmed with yellow. He weighed in at 122 pounds. His record reads 19 wins, 17 defeats and 3 draws. He has 10 wins by way of knockout. The former Ghanaian super bantamweight champion from Accra, Ghana, Raymond Commey. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, boxing out of the red corner. He's wearing the black shorts trimmed with white, silver and red. He weighed in at 129 pounds and 2 ounces. His perfect professional record reads 4 wins from 4 contests. From Keighley, Yorkshire, Ibrahim Nadim. Our referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Boxers according to the rules, they like all times, defend themselves all times.
Okay, here we go. It's a very young, talented prospect in this next fight here, Ibrahim Nadim, and he's in there against Raymond Commey, the former Ghanaian champion. But yeah, Ibi has got Ricky Hatton in his corner, of course. Ibi's got fast hands, and he's a lot of people are talking about him. Good skill set. I'm Aky Karim. I'm joined by Dan Murray. First time you've seen Ibi box, Dan?
Yeah, it's quite impressive the way he's come out. He's working the jab nice, just having a nice little look at his opponent.
Yeah, he's got rapid hands. He works well off the jab.
Nice sharp jab, isn't it?
Now, Commey's an experienced kid. You know, I think it's 19 wins he's got. He certainly knows his way around the ring, so it'll be interesting to see how Ibi goes about the, the puzzle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ibi started switching it downstairs at some point. But for now, just work that jab, just have a look at him. Nice little body shot there through the middle.
Yeah, nice little combination, ended on the left hook to the body. But that's the thing, you know, when you've got a lot of a height advantage, you know, logic suggests use your jab, and that's exactly what Ibi is doing.
Yeah, he's using his jab, but also you come across someone like Commey, he looks like he's been about a bit, quite experienced in that. You want to test the body, see how much you want it, see how much you want to be in there.
Well, he threw a nice little left hook on the inside there, Commey.
Yeah, and Ibi's got to be switched on at all times. Commey will be dangerous, but it's only if you let him be dangerous. Keep him nice and long. And then when you get the opportunity, when you get up close, just whip him into the body.
And this is our first 6-rounder of the fight, so always good to for the young prospects, you know, when they move up to 6 rounds, you really start to see what they're about.
Well, this would be a good learning fight for Ibi as well. I mean, you get Commey, he's got a wealth of experience. And so far, he looks quite strong, quite tough, so hopefully you get some rounds in as well.
Oh, they traded left hooks there, but Ibi's was best.
Got to be switched on. You don't be throwing at the same time as people like this. You just want to be nice and smart.
Or the cross-arm defence. Seen Joe Frazier do that. But yeah, Commey's quite a compact fighter, isn't he? And you're right, he could be dangerous, especially with them swinging hooks from a low centre of gravity.
Yeah, and that's why Ibi's just got to keep it nice and long and be smart.
Nice catch and counter there from Ibi. Ibi is actually a no-nonsense guy. I mean, you know, he really is. He's a kind of a throwback, even though he's a young kid. Doesn't say too much, but he does all his talking in the ring.
Nice. You can just see with Commey, can't you? He's experienced. He covers
Very
up
experienced.
well. He blocks the shots.
He's not phased, is he? He's not
No,
phased.
not at all.
Round 2.
All right, here we go into round number 2. We've got Ibrahim Nadim in there against his opponent Raymond Commey, and one round in the bag for Ibi, but he does need to just be wary that he's in there with an experienced guy. And as we say that, Commey comes forward trying to look for his own shots.
Yeah, you can't be reckless against guys like Commey because you come unstuck then. You just got to keep it nice and sensible. Don't take any chances. Don't throw any more shots than you need to. Just be nice and disciplined. Jab, move.
Ibi doing the right things.
Yeah.
Currently jabbing and moving away. I mean, you got to bear in mind when these guys look at Ibi, they think, oh, he's a young kid. I might try and put it on him. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it says on Commey's box rec he's 34. I'm not having it, but good spell of pressure here from Ibi. But again, just needs to be careful with. And that's exactly why, isn't it?
That's a perfect reminder. You've got to be careful before you start going to finish him off. You want to be taking a little bit more out of the tank, and that's why I think just keep softening him up, keep touching the body, keep jabbing, and don't give him a chance.
Exactly, because Ibi's got rapid hands. He punches very correctly, and he's got all the tools.
Good right
nice
hand.
right hand. Another nice right hand there. I mean, it's a decent level of opponent for your 5th fight, isn't it?
Absolutely, but I suppose it's testament of where they think Ibi is in his career at the moment. Yeah, and it'd be a good victory if he gets it, but I think it'd be a fantastic learning fight. He needs to show a bit of maturity here. When he gets him on the ropes, just pick your shots.
Oh, nice right hand.
He's having success with that right hand. I want to see him go downstairs. I think he'll have some success if he goes downstairs.
That's the first time I've seen Commey just actually show a little bit of emotion on his face there. I think that right hand did actually get to him. Commey, the 34-year-old from Ghana.
I think it must be like dog years in Ghana. Nice, there
body
you
shot.
go. Nice. Commey seems to be one of these guys. He's caught quite a few shots, good right hands. Teak tough to the head, and that's why you got to try and soften that body up.
Teak tough, and you know what? Because he's quite small as well, he can get under the hook. So you just got to be careful, and then he's in a position to land his body shots, isn't he?
Yeah, I can relate to being short.
You can indeed, mate. What is the weather like down there?
To be honest, we're probably the same height without your hair.
Nah, we're not though. We're not.
Your hair out's about 2 inches, mate.
Round 3.
And here we go into round number 3 at the AJ Bell Stadium. Manchester 31 Promotions. We've got Ibrahim Nadim in there. He's in there against Raymond Commey. And we've been impressed with what we've seen so far from Ibi, but there's also a couple of little warning signs and just reminders from Commey coming back as well, aren't there?
Yeah, you've got to be switched on. You switch off with him, you could be in trouble. But so far, Ibi's doing well. He's working the jab well. He's nice and busy.
I think he's been told, hasn't he, work more off the jab, just have a look, take the half step back.
Look, it's not always about going and blasting opponents away. It's about sometimes winning in a fashion where probably the crowd don't think it's entertaining. But you've got to get that victory. You've got to work the jab. You've got to break him down.
It's just not in Ibby's nature, though, you know. He doesn't. He loves. I mean, I've seen him spar. He loves a fight, even when he doesn't need one.
Yeah. And that's the problem. I mean, as you start stepping up the levels, if you've got that attitude, you want to fight all the time, shorten your career and you're taking too many unnecessary chances. Someone with his skills and his attributes, just make it easy for yourself. Just jab, move.
This is much better this round. I mean, picking his shots nicely, balanced, poised, stiff jabs, nice body work.
Well, you can see he's a smart fighter. Obviously, he's got Ricky in the corner, who has a wealth of knowledge, but you can tell as the fight's going on, he's getting better and better. He's just adding to his game a little bit. He started sinking him in downstairs now.
Well, it looks like he's boxing to instructions, and you like to see that from a fighter because he's changed the tempo for this round. So you can tell that he's actually responding to what he's been told in the corner.
Yeah. Nice. Nice body work.
Nice body shot.
That jab's key, isn't it? He's got a nice jab. If it wasn't for that jab, I think Commey would be having a lot more success.
Yeah, you know, Commey has actually struggled in this round to get near to Ibby.
Yeah.
And look, just as we say it there, he's big swing and a miss, and whatever he's been told in the corner, it seems to be working.
Yeah, he's really got into his rhythm now. Nice.
Very nice. I mean, we've seen another good prospect just the last fight with Leighton Collymore. I think we're looking at another one. You know, he's got a lot of tools here and a lot of potential.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He's showing some real good potential. He's well skilled. He's got a fantastic jab.
All right, here we go into round number 4. We've seen a good fight so far, and Dan, it's been a good show so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think Ibby's performed well. I think he's working that jab nicely. I think he's shown a level of maturity in there now. He's not wanting to get involved. He's not trying to put Commey away. He's just spots him very, very smart now. But like you alluded to in the previous round, Commey can't get near him when he boxes like this.
Well, that was a really good catch and left hook return there. But Commey's come out here looking a bit more dangerous, actually, himself. He looks like he's willing to take one to land one now.
I think he needs to, because I think the last round he couldn't get near Ibby, so he's got to do something. He's got to change something, and I think he's just trying to step on the gas a bit. Nice body shot.
See there, Commey's just trying to close that gap really quickly, isn't he? At the minute? You see, he's been told get on the front foot, close the gap.
Nice.
Lovely right hand lead.
Nice body work now. Good jab to the body.
He's actually quite an accurate puncher, isn't he?
Yeah, he is,
He hasn't actually missed with much, and that's a good sign. You know, he's not wasting much. Everything he's throwing, he actually lands with.
I think he's starting to enjoy it now as well, isn't he?
And he shows some discipline there, keeping the right hand high, but that's really, really important with someone who's hook happy.
Especially, like you say, the shorter fighters looking to come over the top of his hooks.
Yeah, look at Kiko Martinez the other day.
Nice right hand. It's a good test for him. We talked about earlier on, Commey's very, very experienced. It's been about very, very good test for your 5th fight, this.
Oh, absolutely. He's holding the centre of the ring nicely at the minute, Ibby. He's not gun-ho though, is he? He is actually aware of what's coming back, and he is showing some signs of maturity in there, and obviously he's only going to get better.
Yeah, and that's what fights like this teaches you. You've got to be mature in there. You can't go in trying to blast everyone out because shots will come back, and you've just got to be smart. You've got to break fighters down bit by bit. But also, like you said, following the instructions of the corner.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Round 5, and Ibby just starting off where he left off in the previous round, really, just working that jab, getting into a nice little rhythm. And I think he's looked much better now. He's started switching it to the body as well. I think that's going to make all the difference. Just slow your opponent down a little bit.
It's a nice stiff jab, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just pretty much carried on from where he left off. He's just in that jab, he's in that rhythm, nice stiff jab. Every now and again, just slotting the body shot in.
And he doesn't look. I mean, I've seen him train. He's a very, very, very fit boxer.
Yeah.
There's a lot into training. Into the 5th round, there's no sign of him slowing down or anything. So good from a conditioning point of view as well.
If anything, he's been stepping up through the rounds, hasn't he? He's been just. It's almost like he's really enjoying it now. He's in his rhythm. And like you said, what's impressive with him, he's very, very accurate with his shots. So even as the rounds go on, usually the fighters will get less accurate as you get more tired. But he's just been accurate all the way through. Don't want to see him sit in the pocket there with him. Want to see him work that jab. And
well, Commey's not been deterred either, has he? He keeps coming forward and he's still looking for those big shots.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a tough man, and that's why it's a good learning fight for Ibby. Ibby's landed some very, very good shots. Other fighters might have went down. Fight might have been over now.
Yeah,
but
taking some of the body shots as well.
Yeah, I mean, Ibby's learning now how to deal with someone who takes his shots. It's all about keeping that concentration, keeping that discipline, and working to the instructions you get in the corner, and not just going out and just trying to fight and blast them out.
Oh, I think he's gone over on something there. Oh, he's done his leg. I think. The way he went down, I could tell he's done his hamstring. I could tell the way he's went down there, I could tell he's done his hamstring.
Oh, that's very, very unfortunate.
Oh, what happened there? Did he go down? Did he just go down off a slip?
I've just seen him go down. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether, like you think, it's his hamstring. Is it?
The way he went down made me think it was his hamstring.
I was thinking maybe it might be his knee.
Right. Yeah. It could be. Yeah. It could be his knee. Yeah. Now we're going to have to get some clarification on this, on the actual rules here. But I think this will go down as a TKO. Yeah. I don't know. We'll get some clarification on this.
See, the problem you've got here is obviously he's hurt his knee. If he was to continue with a fighter like Commey, he's quite dangerous.
Yeah, you can't send him. You can't send him out because Commey is a hook-happy fighter, and if you're rooted, you're going to get tagged with the shots over the top. So I actually don't think I've seen too many situations like this. So it'll be interesting to see what the rulings actually are. But obviously, anyone who's watched the fight knows he was in control of the fight. He was doing very well. Yeah. So it's one of those.
Very, very unfortunate because as the rounds were going on, he was enjoying it. He was doing well.
He was doing really well.
He's really getting into his rhythm. So it's unfortunate, but if his mobility is affected, I mean, he's back on his feet now, but if his mobility is affected, it's going to be a massive disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because Commey's going to come on now. He's going to be throwing a barrage of shots.
Let's see, because he might feel like he's okay to continue. I mean, let's see.
I think it comes down to whether he can put weight on it. I'm just trying to have a look at him there, see if he can put weight on it. If he can put weight on it, then you've got half a chance. He's going to continue.
All right, okay, there we go. So he's going to continue. Now, Commey is a smart guy. And you know what he's going to be doing now, don't you, Commey? So
yeah, he's had a minute there to get his breath back, to look at his corner, get some instructions. And again, if Ibi can come through this massive learning experience, he's just now got to see the
ref's
fight.
having a word with the board there, and yeah, he is. He's letting it go, and actually he's walking okay. What round is this, Dan? Is it the fifth?
Fifth round, yeah. I'd like to see him get his hands up, but I think he's just got to kind of hold his ground a bit more, maybe not dance about as much, and kind of try and block the shots.
Well, he's using the jab. Well, luckily his movement hasn't been affected too badly, because he looks like he can still put weight on it, and that's impressive.
Fantastic crowd getting behind him as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably what he needs at this point.
We're seeing everything on the show, aren't we?
Seconds out, sixth and final round.
All right, we're going to the sixth and final round, and we had a really interesting fifth round there. Ibi went down, and you all seen what happened. But luckily, his mobility wasn't affected too badly. Obviously, if his mobility was really badly affected, his corner wouldn't have let him out there. But he walked back to the corner fine, and to the other corner fine, and here we go. We're in round number 6.
Yeah, he looks to be managing it well. I mean, he's working off that jab. He's being smart. He's putting his shots together. I don't think Commey's jumped on him as much, but I don't think Ibi's allowed him to.
Yeah, exactly. Ibi's really plastered down the jab, hasn't he?
Yeah, anytime Commey comes forward, he gets met with a jab.
There's a right hand there from Commey over the top.
Testament to what we're saying, where you got to stay switched on.
Yeah. But you know what? This is like showing what Ibi's about, because you got to have maturity to deal with a situation like this, and actually he's learning a hell of a lot in this fight right now.
Yeah. Like I said, it's all experience. I mean, to have to fight obviously he's coping well, but his mobility is affected. To have to cope with that in a fight as well and show the maturity, massive learning fight for him.
He's coping well with what Commey is doing. Commey is trying to walk forward, but Ibi is just basically stopping him from doing it.
I mean, Ibi's moving last this round, obviously because of the injury, but he's fighting equally as good. I mean, he's very, very accurate. He's landing some cracking shots.
And he's moving just enough to sort of offset Commey as well.
Yeah.
He's managing it well. That's, I suppose, what you call it. He's managing it well. Big swing there from Commey.
Nice.
Nice accurate punching from Ibi. Had a bit of a scare there, didn't we, that last round? But yeah.
I mean, it would have been very, very unfortunate.
It would have been so unlucky. Oh.
Showing very good defensive skills.
Yep. Well, nice defensive block in there. Got his elbows tucked in nicely.
Tell you what, Commey's earned his money here, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. Commey has played his part. He's made it a good fight, good competitive fight.
Yeah, he's at jab after jab, and he just continued to
definitely
come forward and make a fight of it.
He's used all his 34 years of experience in this fight.
Not the other 100.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? We go to our referee Andy Brooks scorecard, which reads 60 points to 54 in favour of your winner, still undefeated, Ibrahim Nadim. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we have a big round of applause for Raymond Commey.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.